Yeah, hi everyone. Welcome to my Max Academy. In this session, we'll continue with Chapter 4 Quadratic Equation from 10th Standard CBSE Mathematics. We'll continue from exercise 4.3, page number 88, fifth problem. The last video we did till the fourth problem. We'll start from the fifth problem. The fifth problem says in exercise 4.3, page number 88, fifth problem is in a class test, the sum of Shifali's marks in mathematics and English is 30. Had she got 2 marks more in mathematics and 3 marks less in English, the product of the marks would be 210. Find her marks in 2 subjects. So there is a student, Shifali. She has got some marks in mathematics, some marks in English, but together she got 30 marks. Sum of, whatever marks she got in mathematics plus whatever marks she got in English, if you add, her total is 30 marks. Suppose if she had got 2 marks more in mathematics and 3 marks less in English, then the product of the marks would be 210. Now we have to find the marks that she has got in 2 subjects. Now we don't know the marks that she got, so we'll say let the marks scored by Shifali in mathematics, in maths, is equal to, suppose X marks she scored. She has got X marks in mathematics. So the marks she scored in English will be this. So the marks Shifali scored in English will be how much? The total is 30 marks. The marks she scored in maths and the marks she scored in English, if you add both, it is 30. In mathematics she got X marks. So English it will be 30 minus X, because the total marks is 30. So from the total mark, if you subtract the mathematics marks, you will get the marks that she scored in English. Because that's what the first statement says. In the class test, the sum of Shifali's marks in mathematics and English is 30, which means in mathematics, if you assume it as X marks, her marks in English would be 30 minus X. 30 minus the marks she scored in mathematics. Right? Now what she says, it says the second statement is, suppose if she scored 2 marks more in mathematics and 3 marks less in English. Now, right? So suppose, if she got 2 marks more in maths, then her max marks would be how much? Would be X plus 2. If she got 2 marks more in maths, then her maths marks would be equal to X plus 2. Suppose she scores 2 marks extra. So she got X. Suppose if she got 2 marks extra, then it will become X plus 2. And if she got 3 marks less in English, then her English marks would be how much she would have got in English? 30 minus X is the original mark she scored. Suppose if she scores 3 marks less, then which means 30 minus X minus 3. From the original, suppose if she has got 2 marks extra in maths, means she actually got X. Suppose if she got 2 marks extra, means her mark would be X plus 2. In English she got 30 minus X. Suppose if she got 3 marks less, suppose if her mark is 3 less in English, then it will be 30 minus X minus 3. So that will make it as 30 minus 3 is 27 minus X. Now they are saying, now the statement is, if she had got 2 marks more in mathematics and 3 marks less in English, the product of the mark would be 210. Now the product of these two marks, product and multiplication of these two marks is equal to 210. So which means x plus 2 into 227 minus x equal to 210. Suppose if she got 2 marks more in mathematics and 3 marks less in English, then the product of the marks would be 210. That's what is given in the question. Now we should solve this and find the value of x. Once we know the value of x, we'll know how much she scored in English or math and how much she scored in English. Now let's multiply. X into 27 is 27x. X into minus x is minus x square. 2 times 27 is 54. 2 times minus x is minus 2x is equal to 210. Now let's write this minus x square, then 27x minus 2x gives me plus 25x plus 54. And this 210 comes this side, will become minus 210 equal to 0. Now minus x square plus 25x. Now what is the value of 210? 54 minus 210 will become minus 210 54. Right? So 6 15. So 156 minus 156 equal to 0. Now I told you we should never have negative in the coefficient of x square in the quadratic equation. Even if you have, we can solve, but we have to be very careful. So we can throw out cancel by minus. So if I throw out cancel by minus, then which means we can change the sign throughout. It will become x square, it will become minus 25x, it will become plus 156 equal to 0. Now we should solve this. Right? We can solve by factorization method. So rule is, if I multiply the two numbers, I should get 156. The same two number, if I plus sign add, I should get this 25. So what are the numbers? A and B. Right? If you find the numbers, you will get it as 12 and 13. But 12 13s are 156. 12 plus 13 is 25. With this, you can watch my quadratic equation video, how to factorize a quadratic polynomial. You can watch my video, you will understand how to get these numbers and all that. So I am not repeating here. You can watch that there, I have explained in detail. So now in addition case, both are positive or both are negative. To find both are positive, both are negative, we have to see this side. This side is negative, so both are negative. So you get x square minus 12x. This 25 is written as minus 12x minus 13x plus 156 equal to 0. Now if I take x common, we'll get x minus 12. Take minus 13 common, we'll get x minus 12 equal to 0. Let us be careful. When you take minus 13 common, this plus will become minus. Then because 156 by minus 13 is minus 12. Now again here x minus 12 is common. You get x minus 13 equal to 0, which gives you x minus 12 equal to 0 or x minus 13 equal to 0, which means x is equal to 12 or x is equal to 13. Now here both the cases are possible. Both are positive. Both are positive, which means both are valid answers. Right? Suppose if anything was negative, we can ignore because there is no negative marks in the test properly. So, but here both are positive. So, which means we should take both the cases. Now, when x is 12, what happens? What are her marks? When x is equal to 12, Shifali's marks in math is how much? In math, she's got how much? X marks, and x is 12, so 12 marks. And her score in Shifali's marks in English is what? Which is 30 minus x. Her score 30 minus x and x is 12, which means 30 minus 12. 30 minus 12 is 18 marks. So this is one set of answer when x is 12. Now we should consider when x is 13, what happens? We should take for this case also. So when x is 13, so Shifali's marks in math or mathematics is how much? X, and x is what? 13. So she has got 13 marks in maths. She has got 13 marks in maths, and her score, Shifali's marks in English will be equal to, English mark is what? 30 minus x, and x is 13, which is 30 minus 13 is 17 marks. So either she has got 12 marks in math and 18 in English, or she has got 13 marks in math and 17 marks in English. So both, this is the answer. The answer could be either this or this or this. So you have to write both. So both the answers are possible, right? So whenever your x is valid value, then it will have two cases. You have to write the answer for both. Fine. So this is how we do this. So fine. Now let's move to the next problem. Next problem is problem number 6. All of you pause the video and take the notes. I'm erasing now. Now what we have is the 6th problem. So 6th problem is the diagonal of a rectangular field is 60 meters more than the shorter side. If the longer side is 30 meters more than the shorter side, find the sides of the field. So there is a rectangular field. So we'll draw a rectangle. See, in mathematics, wherever possible, if you could draw the diagram, it is easy to understand always. So there is a rectangular field. Let's draw a rectangular field. Fine. So here, this is the longer side, this is the shorter side. So this is longer side. Longer side, shorter side. This is shorter side, this is longer side. And then it says the diagonal of a rectangular field, so which means we should draw a diagonal. This is a diagonal. Suppose if A, B, C, D is a rectangular field, right? And this is your longer side, this is shorter side. Or I can put the longer side here, longer side, and this is shorter side. This is also longer side, both are same because it's a rectangle. Now it says this is the diagonal. So this is your diagonal. It says that the diagonal is 60 meters more than the shorter side. This is the shorter side. And the longer side is 30 meters more than the shorter side. Find the sides of the field. We need to find the sides of the field. Which means we need to find what is AB, what is AD. These two sides we have to find. Right? So we'll write what is given. So what is given is diagonal is 60 meters more than shorter side. Diagonal is 60 meters more than shorter side, which means it is shorter side plus 60. So diagonal is 60 more than shorter side, means shorter side plus 60. This is given. And the longer side is, the second statement says, longer side is 30 more than shorter side, which means shorter side plus 30 meters. So this is the given condition. Now we should find what is the longer side, what is the shorter side. Now we should decide which we are to choose it as x. Now if you see, everything is given in terms of shorter side. So it's better to choose this as x. Because diagonal is also given in terms of shorter side, longer side is also given in terms of shorter side. So we'll assume the shorter side of the rectangle as x. So we'll say let the shorter side of the rectangle or rectangular field, whatever, right? It's a rectangular field, right? It's a rectangular field. Or you can say rectangle also, field equal to x. Right? The shorter side of rectangular field is x. If the shorter side is x, then what is the longer side? So longer side is what? Longer side equal to shorter side plus 30, which means x. Shorter side is x. So x plus 30. Now what is the diagonal? Diagonal will be shorter side plus 60. Shorter side is x. X plus 60. Meters. All are in meters. Meters. MTS. Meters. So which means if I take this as x, shorter side, then my longer side becomes x plus 30 and my diagonal is x plus 60. So that is what is given in the question. Right? If I assume this as x, then this is x plus 30 because longer side is 30 more than shorter side, which means shorter side plus 30, and diagonal is 60 more than shorter side, which means x plus 60. Now again, if you observe this triangle, it's a right angle triangle. The moment you see right angle triangle, we will think about Pythagoras theorem, right? So now if we apply Pythagoras theorem for this, so Pythagoras theorem is what? This in a right angle triangle, the square of the hypotenuse, this is the hypotenuse. The side which is opposite to 90 degree, this is 90 degree. It's a rectangle, so all the angles are 90. So in particular A is also 90. Right? The side opposite to 90 is called as hypotenuse. So square of the hypotenuse is equal to sum of the squares of the other two sides. Or we can say by Pythagoras theorem. You would have studied this in your Pythagoras theorem. What we have? The square of the hypotenuse is equal to sum of the squares of the other two sides, or we can say the sum of the squares of the other two sides is equal to hypotenuse square, which means AB square plus AD square equal to BD square. This is what Pythagoras theorem says. Now what is AB square? X plus 30 the whole square plus x plus 30 the whole square plus AD is x square equal to BD is x plus 60 the whole square. Now we should simplify this equation and then we should solve and find the value of x. Fine. So now if I proceed, so if you simplify this, so this will become x square. If I apply a plus b the whole square, a square plus 2ab, 2 into x into 30 plus b square is 30 square plus this is x square equal to again here a square plus 2 into a into b. I am applying a plus b the whole square formula plus b square which is 60 square. So this becomes x square plus 2 into x into 30 is 2 into 30 is 60x plus 30 into 30 is 900 plus x square equal to here x square plus 2 into x into 60 is 120x plus 60 square is 3600 or 3600. Fine. Now if I bring everything to one side, right, so I have x square plus 60x plus 900 plus x square. I'm going to bring everything to left side, so minus x square, this will become minus x square, this will become minus 120x because all are moving to the left side, minus 3600, right side will become 0. Now minus x square plus x square will get cancelled. Fine. So we will have x square, then this is 60x, this is minus 120x, it will become minus 60x. Then what we have, next one what we have is, this is 900, this is minus 3600, so that will give us minus 2700 equal to 0. Clear? So x square minus 60x, then this is 900 minus 3600 is minus 2700, right? Now we should solve and then find the values. Fine. Now what we should do, we should find two numbers such that when we multiply the two numbers we should get 2700. The same two numbers if you subtract, so multiply, I should get 2700. The same numbers if I subtract, I should get 60. Right? So we should find what are the two numbers. Fine. So now how do we do this? 300x, fine, okay. So now what are the two numbers that we should find? So we'll take it as x and x plus 30. Okay. So now what do we do? Now we'll try to find the two numbers. So for that what do we do? We'll say a, b, m and subtract. So we will take 1 into 2700 will give you 2700, and this will be, if you subtract you'll get 2699. It doesn't work out, right? So if you keep on doing that, so can we try with 90 and 90? So if you have to keep on doing this, so it will become if you try 90 and 30, 90 into 30 is 2700 and 90 minus 30 is 60. Right? So if you, so the two numbers are what? A and B are what? 90 and 30, because 90 into 30 is 2700. 90 minus 30 is gives you 60. So the numbers are these. Now in this subtraction case, one is positive, one is negative. To find which is positive, which is negative, we have to see this sign. The greater number will take this sign. Which is the greater number among these two? So this 90 will, so this will be plus. So we can write this as x square minus 90x plus 30x minus 2700 equal to 0. Now if I take x common, I'll get x minus 90 plus 30 is common, x minus 90 equal to 0. Then you get x minus 90 is common, so you'll get x plus 30 equal to 0, which means x minus 90 equal to 0 or x plus 30 equal to 0. So which means x is equal to 90 or x is equal to minus 30. But x is the length of the shorter side, so x cannot be negative. So here we cannot take this value. So x cannot be negative, x can't be negative. Therefore, your x should be 90. So therefore, the shorter side is what? Shorter side of the rectangular field equal to x. Shorter side we assumed is as x, and x is 90, so it is 90 meters. So what is our longer side? So longer side of the rectangular field will be equal to, what is the longer side? Shorter side plus 30. So shorter side is 90. So 90 plus 30, which is 120 meters. So this is the answer. So we have found the shorter side and the longer side for the rectangle. Fine. So copy this. Now we'll go to the next problem, which is seventh problem. You all can pause the video and take the notes. I'm going to the next one. I'm erasing. So next problem is problem number 7. So what it says is the difference of squares of two numbers is 180. So there are two numbers. The difference of their squares. Difference of the squares means if you square them and then find the difference, which means subtract one from the other, it is equal to 180. Also the square of the smaller number is 8 times the larger number. Find the two numbers. Also it says the square of the smaller number is 8 times the larger number. Right? Now see, mostly we will go with one variable. Sometimes we can introduce two variables and later we can convert that into a single variable with a quadratic equation. That we can always do. So here we will assume the two numbers as x and y. So let the larger number, we'll take the larger number as x, and we'll let the smaller number as y. Now what the first statement says, the difference of their square. Difference of their square means you should square them and then find the difference. And obviously, and it is equal to how much? The difference of the square is 180, which means we should square the larger number, then square the smaller number, then subtract the square of the larger number minus smaller number. So what is given is larger number square minus smaller number square equal to 180. This is called as the difference of their squares. When they say difference of the squares, you have to square them and then find the difference. Difference means minus. Now obviously you will take the larger number minus small number square, because this should be positive. I mean, this should be bigger than this. Only then you will get the difference as positive. So this is one statement. The other statement that is given is with smaller number, the square of the smaller number is 8 times the larger number. What they have said, the second statement says the square of the smaller number is 8 times the larger number. It is 8 times the larger number. So which means smaller number square is 8 times the large, 8 into larger number. This is another statement that is given. So with these two information, we should find the value of what are the larger. We have to find these two numbers, right? Now what we'll do is, now we'll substitute here. Larger number is, in this larger number is x, smaller number is y. So you get x square, larger number square is x square minus smaller number square means y square equal to 180. This is one equation that we have. The other equation is smaller number square, which is y square. Y is a smaller number. Y square is equal to 8 times the larger number. Larger number is x. 8 times x. The second equation. Using these two equations, we have to solve and find the value of x and y. So we can go for two variables, not a problem. But when you are getting into quadratic equation form, it should have only one variable. Now how do we solve this? We can substitute y square is equal to 8x in the first equation. So we can substitute the second equation, this equation, in the first equation. Then what will I get? My first equation is x square minus y square equal to 180. Now instead of, I'll put x square minus, instead of y square I'll put 8x. So y square equal to 8x. Instead of y square here I'll put 8x equal to 180. Right? So we have to somehow eliminate one of the variables and get an equation in only one variable. Right? So now if you continue, x square minus 8x, this will become minus 180 equal to 0. Right? 180 comes here. Now we need to solve this by, we can use again method of factorization. Factorization, multiply, I should get 180, and same two numbers, this is minus, so subtract, I should get 8. So what are the two numbers? So when I multiply, I should get 180, and when I subtract, I should get 8. So the numbers A is and B are 18 and 10. Because 18 into 10 is 180, 18 minus 10 is 8. And in subtraction case, one is positive, one is negative. To see which is positive, which is negative, in subtraction case, this is, one is positive, one is negative. To find which is positive, which is negative among the two numbers that we found, we should check this sign. The greater number among these two will take this sign. Greater number is 18. 18 is minus, 10 is plus. So this will become x square minus 18x plus 10x minus 180 equal to 0. This is minus 18x, this is plus 10x. Minus 8x is split into these two. Now if you do minus 18x plus 10x, you will get back 8x, minus 8x. Fine. So now if we take x common, I'll get x minus 18, then plus 10 common, x minus 18 equal to 0. And we get x minus 18 into x plus 10 equal to 0. So if you solve them, what do we get? We get x minus 18 equal to 0 or x plus 10 equal to 0. Now x is equal to 18 or x is equal to minus 10. X is equal to 18 or x is equal to minus 10. Fine. Now we'll have to take both the cases, because here you cannot say x is not negative and all that. Right? Here we cannot say x is non-negative and all that. Did I do it right? Okay, seventh one. Fine. So the two numbers would be okay. So now we will have to take both the cases. Now when x is 18, when x is 18, what do we get? When x is equal to 18, what do we get? We get the numbers as, when x is 18, we have to find the other number, right? So now when x is 18, my y is what? Y square equal to 8 times x. 8 times x. We have to find x and y. When x is 18, what is my y? Y square is 8x. We have to substitute. So it will become 18 into 8. So y square is equal to 18 8s are 144. So y equal to plus or minus square root of 144. So y is equal to plus or minus 12. So which means y is equal to 12 or y is equal to minus 12. Y is equal to 12 or y is equal to minus 12. Fine. Now x is equal to minus 10. But x cannot be minus 10, because if you put x is equal to minus 10 here, right? When x is, suppose if you put, so here we have got one answer, which means x is equal to 18 and y is equal to 12, or x is equal to 18 and y is equal to minus 12. When x is 18, you get two sets of answer. When x is 18. Now when x is minus 10, what happens? When x is equal to minus 10, then what happens? In that case, what happens? Let's try to find what is y square. Y square equal to 8 into x. So y square is equal to 8 into minus 10. Your y square becomes minus 80, which is not possible. Right? Which is not possible because the square of any real number cannot be negative. So therefore we cannot solve this. Y square equal to minus 80 means this is an invalid case. X cannot be negative. So this is not possible. This is not possible because the square of a positive number cannot be the square of a real number. Square of a real number cannot be negative. So this case is not possible. So x is equal to minus 10 is invalid. So only your answer is only this. Therefore the two numbers are. So this case we cannot go with this case. We have to go only with this case. When x is 18, we get the numbers are 18 and 12 or 18 and minus 12. So therefore the two numbers are. So they have not given it as a positive number or negative number. The two numbers are 18 and 12 or 18 and minus 12. Clear? 18 and 12 or 18 and minus 12. So these are the two numbers. Fine. Now we will continue with one more problem. Then we will stop this video. So which is the eighth problem. Let me erase this. So eighth problem is, it says a train travels 360 kilometers at a uniform speed. If the speed had been 5 kilometers per hour more, it would have taken 1 hour less to cover the same distance, same journey. Find the speed of the train. You need to find the speed of the train. The train is going, it's covering a distance of 360 kilometers. Suppose it is starting from A and it goes till B, A to B. This is 360 kilometers. Suppose if it is going at a usual speed, it will take some time to cover this distance. Suppose if it goes 5 kilometers per hour more than the usual speed, which means it is going faster, then it will cover this distance in a shorter time. It will take less time to cover the same distance because it is going faster. But how much time early it is going? It is going by 1 hour less than this. It would have taken 1 hour less. It will take 1 hour less when it goes at a faster speed. How much faster? 5 kilometers per hour. Now we should find the speed of the train, which means what is the usual speed of the train. So we'll say let the usual speed of the train equal to x kilometer per hour. Suppose let's say generally it is going, normal speed is generally it goes at the speed of x kilometer per hour. And what is the distance it is given? So distance is given as distance is, they have given distance is 360 kilometer. And what is the increased speed? So increased speed will be increased speed of the train. The train is, suppose if the train goes 5 kilometers faster, which means it increases the speed by 5. Then the increased speed, the new speed will be not 5, it will be x plus 5 kilometer per hour. It increases the speed by 5. Usually it is going at x kilometer per hour. And one day it has increased the speed by 5 kilometer per hour. Which means it is going faster, which means it will reach the place sooner. How much sooner it is reaching the place? 1 hour early. Generally if it takes suppose 10 hours, if it goes 5 kilometers per hour faster, it will reach in 9 hours. Time. So 1 hour less. That's an example. The 10 hours and 9 hours I took as an example. That's not the answer. Right? Now the increased speed of the train is this. Now what is given? What it says is with the increased thing, if it goes, it reaches 1 hour, it takes 1 hour less for the same journey. That's what it says, right? It says if the speed had been 5 kilometers per hour more, it would have taken 1 hour less for the same journey. So which means time taken with the increased speed will be equal to time taken by usual speed, time taken by usual speed plus, no, it will take 1 or less, so minus 1. So time taken with the increase, with the speed increases, whatever the normal time it takes with the usual speed, minus 1. That will be the time taken by the increased speed. So normally if it is covering the distance in 5 hours, with the increased speed, it will cover in 5 minus 1 hour, which is 4 hours. Right? So you are with the increase, the time taken. What is the time taken if it goes with the increased speed? That will be the usual speed, whatever time it takes, minus 1. Because it takes 1 hour less, which means minus 1. Clear? So now we need to find the time. This is the time. Now time is what? Distance by speed. So distance by speed. Speed is increased speed. Because we are talking about time taken with the increased speed. So increased speed equal to distance. This is time again. Time is what? Distance by speed formula. And distance is the same distance. And speed is usual speed. Usual speed. Distance by speed is time. Distance by speed is time. But here we will say increased speed because we are talking about time taken with the increased speed. Here distance, time taken by the usual speed is distance by usual speed. Minus this one. Now what is the distance? 360 kilometers. By what is the increased speed? X plus 5. Equal to, what is the distance? 360. Usual speed is x minus 1. Clear? Fine. So now we will bring this to this side. So you will get 360 by x plus 5. This will come here. It will become minus 360 by x equal to minus 1. You have to be careful here. If it comes here, it will become minus. Here it will have minus 1. Right? So now we can try to, probably we can try to avoid this minus if you want. To keep it positive, you can interchange these two. Then this, or you can cancel throughout by negative, or you can interchange these two. If you interchange these two, this will become minus 1, or the other way that we can write it is, to put it very simple, we will bring this 1 to this side and this to this side. Then you will get what? You will get 1 equal to 360 by x minus, this will go here, minus 360 by x plus 5. So I can write this whole thing like this: 360 by x minus 360 by x plus 5 equal to 1. See, if this 1 minus 1 comes this side, it will become plus 1. This goes here, it will become minus. And then I am writing this whole thing here and this one here. Now cross multiply. We should add this. So we can take 360 common. It is better to take common. So 1 by x minus 1 by x plus 5 equal to 1. Right? So now if you proceed, I'll write it here. Now if you proceed this, so you will get it as 1 by x minus 1 by x plus 5 whole into 360 equal to 1. That's what we have. Now we'll keep 360 here. Then we will add this. 1 into x plus 5 is x plus 5 minus x into 1 is x. We'll put a bracket here, but it is only one term, so we need not put a bracket like this. If not, you should always put a bracket if you see a negative sign. So here it is only one term. X alone we are writing. If it is x minus 3 or something, then you should put bracket x minus 3 by x plus 5 equal to 1. X gets cancelled. Now 360 into 5 is 1800 by x square. Sorry, this is x into x plus 5. This is x into x plus 5. This into this minus this into this by x into x plus 5. It will become x square plus 5x equal to 1. Now this will go here. We'll get 1800 equal to x square plus 5x. But this will go here. It will go to the numerator. 1 into x square. So I will write x square plus 5x minus 1800 comes this side. It will become minus 1800 equal to 0. Now we should solve. We should factorize this and then find the value of the speed. Right? Now how will you factorize? If I multiply, I should get 1800. If I subtract the minus, if I subtract them, I should get 5. So what are the two numbers? A equal to B equal to. So try to find what is A equal to B equal to. We'll get it as 40 and 45. because 40 into 45 will give you 1800 and 45 minus 40 will give you 5. So 40 into 45 is 1800, 45 minus 40 is 5. So the two numbers are 40 and 45. Now it's a subtraction case. In subtraction case, one number is positive and one number is negative. To know which is positive, which is negative, we have to see this sign plus. So the greater number will take plus, smaller number will be minus. So this will become x square minus 40x plus 45x minus 1800 equal to 0. Now I'll take x common, x minus 40 plus 45. So this is 45x. 45 is common. I'll get x minus 40 equal to 0. Now if I continue this, I'll get x minus 40 into x plus 45 equal to 0. So which means x minus 40 equal to 0 or x plus 45 equal to 0. So which means x is equal to 40 or x is equal to 40 minus 45. X is equal to 40 or x is equal to minus 45. So x cannot be negative. X cannot be negative, right? X cannot be negative because x is the speed of the train. Speed of the train cannot be negative. Therefore, we cannot take minus 45. Therefore, x is equal to 40. So therefore, speed of the train is usual speed of the train. Usual speed is usual speed of the train is equal to 40 kilometers per hour. 40 kilometers. That is the usual speed of the train. Fine. You can also check if you divide them by this, no? So if you try to find what is the time it generally takes, you can substitute here and verify that you are getting 1 or minus 1. So if you substitute here, so what is the normal time it takes distance by speed, which is 9 hours. With the increased speed, 360 by 45. With the increased speed, how much time it takes? If you see, it will take 8 hours. With 360 by 45. Why increased speed is 45? Because it goes 5 kilometers faster. So from 40, if you divide by 45, it is 5. So 45 into 8 will give you 360. So it takes 1 hour less. Generally, it takes 9 hours. If it goes with the increased speed, it covers in 8 hours, which means 1 hour less. So it is satisfying the condition. So our answer is right. Clear? So I will stop the video here. You can watch my next video for the continuation of this exercise. Thank you for watching. Please watch my next video. Thank you.